Yo, 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 yo. Good morning. Wow, there's already 40 people in here. Good morning, each and every one of you. We have about a minute till the market opens. We're going to be looking beyond pre-market high or pre-market low as our first initial kind of break for anything. But right now, market is up. Semiconductors are rallying, so most likely getting a green day today, unless we see some slowdown or momentum in the semiconductor stocks at the very least. But we'll go over that right after the open. Let some things settle for like 5-10 minutes, then we'll go over some stuff. But guys, let me know. What are you guys looking at this morning? What's everyone looking at? Levels, tickers maybe. Maybe you're waiting on some sort of news. Maybe you're waiting on some sort of earnings. Anything you have to talk about, go ahead and drop it in the YouTube chat. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, King Carnage, Jack, Alexis, Mel, Ryan, VC, SF, D-Touch, Susan, Eric, Adam, Mike, Maddie Ice, Aloha, Garden, Misi, Garmadon, O, good morning. And Ken, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, For Profit. How you doing? And yeah, Mel, just so you know, I will be taking most profits at open because these are same weeks, so you don't want to mess with those. Yo, what's up? Noxta's here. Yo, Noxta, I wanna talk to you a little bit more after the open. Oh my god. Oh my god. You gotta see this, Mel. You gotta see this, Mel. You got to. This is gonna freak people out when I post this. I don't even know if I should. Alright, Mel. I'm just gonna tag you. Oh, wait. Wrong channel. I don't want to be that guy. What's up? Good morning, good morning. Alright, now I'm out. Alright, we're done with that one. I gotta go to SPY. Alright, sorry guys. I am more focused now. I'm all reading you now. It's all good. Money is sweet. Good morning, fam. Got SPY on. Good afternoon. Fat 100%. Now you have to be in lifetime. What up, team? Good morning, Mojo. Watching Bitcoin miners, CLSK. Clean Spark, Clear Spark. Congrats on AMD. Sick. Thank you, D-Touch. What was your reasoning behind the AMD trade? I was gonna wait because I wanted to go over this with Noxta because he's like the swing trading guy in the chat, so I wanted to go over it with him. But in short, let me delete some of these BS levels real quick. We can add those anytime we want. In short, and you guys know this more than anyone, like hammers are my favorite candle, you know. And what is the best place to find, before I go over the trade, what is the best place to find a dip? So let's say the prices like this in this channel, prices like this. I know my drawings are amazing. Say prices like this. So do A versus B, A versus B. So if prices like this trending downwards or prices like this trending sideways, either way, and you could do this going upwards as well, where's the highest probability spots to be looking for bullish trades? B. B would be where you want to look for them, even in a downtrend. Same thing goes for sideways trends. And if I drew an uptrend, of course, which I didn't want to draw a third picture, y'all get the idea. The bottom would be where longs or buyers or bulls, whatever you want to call them, have the best probability of finding decent candles or decent just initial signals. Because it's not like you're gonna get like one day, like, I mean, sometimes you will, but it's not like every time you see like a candlestick pattern, the next day has to go that direction. Like, no, sometimes what you're seeing is like an initial start of something, you know, and then if you get a bunch of patterns coming in all at once, or maybe over the course of like a week, that's a combining effect. So that's going to give you a very strong outcome. So if you can mix that with the probability thing where you're looking for better positioning of the chart, that would be a great thing. But back to the trade, the main thing I'm looking, oh wait, my bad, vice versa, bears, you know, if you're looking for like dark cloud covers, bearish engulfings, evening stars, all that good stuff, this is where you're going to want to look for them at A side. Same thing for the sideways trend. Same thing goes for in an uptrend. You're looking at the top. You want to look for that. So should you be drawing these lines every time? No, but you'll notice price isn't a trend. Like you're looking for, it's the same thing we look for on the intraday time frames. We're looking for highs, we're looking for lows, we're looking for higher lows, we're looking for lower high. We're looking just for the basic stuff, and then combining that information over time gives us the confidence to maybe take a trade. It's not like we see something and we get super excited, then we're in. That's not how we should take trades, because that's, again, trading off emotion. We should trade off of something that we plan. But in this case, and this was supposed to be an overnight swing, because again, you don't want to, you know, you don't want to jump into this and say, well, I think over the course of 3 weeks we'll be at 210. Like, okay, maybe you could guess that, you know, that'd be a better equity play in my opinion. You should probably wait till it sets up more to get into an options trade, but I guess that could work if you buy a lot of time, you know. But it's better to just wait till you actually see more information. So again, this is very minimal information. But what I liked about AMD is that it's holding the previous demand over here with a hammer. That was it. That was it. If I knew MU had earnings, though, I would not have swung. I want you guys to know that. This was luck that it went up. If I would have known this had earnings, I would not have swung. It's funny, too, because I literally post earnings every day, and I still didn't realize. So, I also want to make that clear. It's not like that was, like, planned. I don't recommend gambling. And when you trade earnings, you're gambling. Even if it's not the same company, even if it's just related to it or is in the same sector or same just area of that stock, it's going to affect it. Whether it has a positive or negative effect to it, who knows, but you don't even want to risk that. And guys, SPY's not really moving too much here at the open, so let's go to the 1 minute, and let's just see what it does. I'm going to turn off this stuff because I'm tired of looking at it. Turn that off. And there we go. Clean chart. And guys, before I draw it, I want to see who knows the answer, but what do we draw when we see significant gaps, whether it's up or down? What can we draw here? There's something I can do here, but what is it? I can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah, also, Noxta, sorry, I just read what you said. There's also another really cool tool that I like about my community is that I really do trade off of the people in our chat. Noxta for multiple days now has been saying, oh, not even just bulls or bears. You've been going over both really, but it was like last week or beginning a week before that. Either way, we're going over bearish setups, saying these look like they're tired, they're exhausted, but we just really weren't that confident to take shorts because again, these semiconductors have been killing it. So we kind of hesitated, missed out on those trades. So guess what? when they held support and we didn't remain biased. We weren't like, oh, this is going to have to fall. No, it held good levels. Guess what Noxta and some of the guys in chat were saying? Oh, we should probably be short-term bullish on these semiconductors. This could actually even make the market rally more. And guess what? That's what's happening now. And it's just because nobody in chat kept their bias. You're playing off of each other, you know, because you need to have your own analysis, your own opinion, your own, you know, levels of confidence. But it is also nice to go into the chat and be like, oh, okay, the guys agree with me. Or, oh, wow, okay, Misi posted this. Okay, she agrees with me. Thank God. You know, like, she's on the same page as me. Or maybe they'll even post something you didn't see. They'll post something like, oh, my God, how did I miss that? Okay, well, this will make me do this. This will make me do that. You know, just change your plan a little bit, whatever you were looking at. But that's an amazing thing. But yes, guys, the fib. We can draw a fib. Sorry, guys, for talking so long. But yes, from previous day close to current day open, you can draw this fib. You don't have to if you don't want to add extra lines or information to your chart. You can even just go the lazy route like I do and put a rectangle there, and then you can just remove this so you don't have to look as much. But this will just remind you that later on in the day, and if you want to edit this, click the color, click more, go to HSV, and then raise the transparency. You can actually make this darker, and you'll remind yourself, okay, this was that fib I drew earlier. So if we do ever get a dip, which it doesn't look like we are, we just made a new high, this could be most likely where they're going. And then, of course, we're going to leave our pre-market high and our pre-market low here because they're significant levels that aren't marked off yet. We have 522.55, psychological level, 520, psychological level. I'm pretty sure these line up with levels of TA now, actually. And that's it. We don't have to draw anything else. We got previous day supply here. I would tell you guys about previous day demand, but it just doesn't matter because it didn't break yesterday, and it's not even close to it today, so don't really need to worry about that one. And that's it. But right now, we're over today's open, so you should be bullish. I like the fact that on the 1 minute, you got to close a nice hammer and a nice increased close, really. But we're still under pre-market high, so keep that in mind. But if we can get a push beyond pre-market high, it should be Gucci. But great answers, everybody. If you said fib, you were correct. It's just something basic to draw. Don't even have to do it, but it's just nice to have on the back burner. And they did close over a pre-market high within that candle that we thought was pretty crazy already. That's on the 1 minute, which looks like it also closed over on the 5 minute. Oh, no. New 5 minute candle still fighting. Okay. My bad. I was looking at the time wrong. But with that, they could head towards 525. Hammer close on the 1 minute at 523.80. Let's switch over to the 5 minute and see, are we getting some reaction the same way? We are. We're getting kind of a wick against pre-market high. But I still like the room that they've made above today's open. Let's see if they end up holding this or not. I really just want to see some more price action settle first. Whenever you gap up this much, whenever you don't just straight up rally, it is nice to see if you settle first, because this could be setting up a liquidity grab, which would mean they're trying to push over this. They'll fake, they'll make a lower high, and then they'll break today's open, break the low of day, head towards pre-market low. So you might be seeing a liquidity grab at the open, which is very normal. If we don't just straight up rally. Let me say that one again. Because you guys know damn well that's possible. What do you guys want to go look at? You guys want to keep looking at SPY? What other semis are pulling back? Good call out, Noxta. That's what I like to hear. Because this is what gave us our initial strength. Remember, guys, right at the open of stream, what did we talk about? The strength of semiconductors. Is it going to hold? Is it going to sell off? NVIDIA is coming back. I think I have SMCI way down here. SMCI came down a little bit, so... And then where's AMD? AMD is also coming down a little bit, so... Yep, definitely some issue there. See, that's a liquidity grab. Whenever you saw it pump at the open and then now it's dumping, that's take profits, liquidity grabbing. That's shorts closing out. There's a lot going on right now with these semiconductor charts. Ooh, Tesla. They're not really going anywhere. They're flat. That's good. Amazon's under today's open. Where's Apple and it? Microsoft at? Okay, still above its low of that wick, but they're under today's open as well. Apple even experiencing a gap down. You guys see that? Jim Cramer, what the hell? He said NVIDIA could be the next after Apple to face lawsuit from the DOJ. Isn't that nice? Wait, so if you inverse Cramer, that means NVIDIA is going to come after the DOJ then, right? That's how that works. Good morning, everybody. If I missed you, sorry. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, E. Good seeing you both. Like you said, I need to move you all to this other monitor. This is hurting my neck. I've never done this before. I got you on a completely different monitor today. All right, now we got you on the right one. By the way, that's a great question. How many monitors, or what are you guys trading on right now? Are you guys on an iPad? Are you guys on your phone? Are you in your car, also on your phone, which you definitely should not be doing? And if you are at your computer, how many monitors do you have? I have 3 King Carnage, but I only use one of them for charting. Like the one you see me streaming on, this is the only screen that has a chart on it. One is for Discord, because, you know, need that. And then the other one is for OBS. Well, I guess OBS is on the screen too, but YouTube streaming is on the other one. So I can see the chat, so I can read y'all. But 3 is way too many. Like, you should, if you're using 3 to trade, that's a lot. But everyone's different. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Whatever you're comfortable with is what you should be proud of. There's really no real solid method. Some people can use 20-something monitors and are fine. Some people use 1 and they're fine. Some people use a laptop. That's all they need. They just don't need anything real. You know, laptop's good enough. People just use their phone. That's good enough for them too. So seriously, whatever is comfortable for you, whatever situation you're in, like that's good enough. It's really nothing. There's nothing crazy about. Now, yes, you do get a little bit of an advantage being on a like better connection, but I don't know. I think you guys just, if we don't complain, you keep a positive mindset. I feel like it's one of those things that just becomes noise at one point. Noxta said, I'm on the highway while on my phone and computer at the same time. Just kidding. Noxta, how long has it been since you've been here? We got your, you know, we have your profile pic as a emoji, right? Everybody spam Noxta emojis. He's here. Bueller, thanks to workshop number 11 in BB course. I got funded in literally 1 week. What? Hey, man, no thanks to me. It's all thanks to you. You're the one who took the steps and started working your ass off. Good stuff, Jay LaFleur. Let's get some green candlesticks in here for Jay LaFleur. Great ass name. Noxta. Oh yeah, he can't put Noxta because he doesn't have a member thing. Yo, if you someone help him, but if you find the setting to turn on gifted or something, I don't know where this is at. I think it's in Google or YouTube settings. If somebody donates, you could get a free membership. So just keep that in mind too. But yo, seriously, good job, Jay LaFleur. Let's see here. Good job, Mel, with your AMD puts. Looks like you were shorting the move from that. And yeah, it looks like I was correct about the liquidity grab so far. We got a break of today's open. We have not broken today's low yet. So I'm going to keep my cursor on here, but as I say it. Okay. So yeah, sellers are definitely here. Could be just take profit action for all we know. Could just be because we're up so much. Could just because semiconductors pulled back. Couple reasons there to mix in that are all part of the reason. So none of those are wrong. No, not this again. Remember I sat through. Oh, that was you. I remember it happened to someone else too, like Ace or Creator. I remember it happened to them as well. Damn. Okay, never mind. Yeah. No, you're good. I do remember that though. I remember that. I remember you going through a very, very big streak of not getting a gifted, and there was like a week or two period too where people were just gifting them like candy. That was like Rambo and Sand Dollar week, and Daffy week. Everybody was just dropping like 20 plus. It happened to Noxta too. It happened to both of you. And then Noxta had like school and stuff, so he got busy. But that's crazy. That's another thing too. How many of you guys are in like school? How many of you guys are in like college? How many of you have like a full-time job or whatever? Or just, you know, are you an entrepreneur? Do you have like a career in something else? Sat through like 70. I do remember Creators the most though. I remember because that was right before we started playing marbles, and he still couldn't get one. Yep, new low of day. King Carnage, great call out. Alright, I'm taking a screenshot because this is for the Discord chat. Just want to get an update out there on what the hell's happening. So far, higher open was, sorry for the typing, was pushed, and pre-market higher was broken shortly after. Price sold back off through CGO and made a NLOD. Watching for more sellers under 522.55 or PML. Still there too. Alright, so I said, sorry guys for all the typing. So far, higher open was pushed and pre-market high was broken. Shortly after, price sold back off through current day open, made a new low of day. Watching for more sellers under 522.55 or pre-market low, and kind of in quotations, overnight gap is still there as well. Buyers looking to make higher lows and retake current day open. So we're looking for any kind of retake of this recent low, any kind of retake. Right now they're trying their best, but that would just lead to a good initial push. We really need to see them get over today's open. So if you guys want to add today's open and then edit properties and make this like a dotted line or something, be my guess. But that needs to be marked. Very important level for really just control, because this is where we built base, this is where we pushed up, this is where we tried to hold base, and this is where we failed. So if they can retake here, good for buyers. This will be a kind of a good kind of secondary trigger for them to try to go more. If not, though, this could have been high of day for all we know. Like I said, the liquidity grab could lead to a nice sell-off. This could end up leading into a push that actually does reach this overnight gap, maybe even see previous day close, previous day highs. Because remember, a lot of the reason we're up right now is, again, because of semiconductors. If those pull back, we're going to pull back. Some of our other tech stocks are not holding. Some of them are even making new lows. Look at Apple. Microsoft holding pretty well so far, though. So there's still a couple fighting. Those are just some of the main weights. Of course, we did not go over everything, so I might have missed a couple. Like Meta pulled back. That's crazy. Google's holding better than Meta in the XLC sector. Where's Netflix? That's another XLC. They pulled back as well. How's Coin doing? I just like to look at them. That's crazy. Like we talked about a liquidity grab to the downside today on SPY. This is another one to the upside. You have a nice lower open. They even go down and reach a new low. They wick it back up. They retake the low that was made. That right there is very bullish. And then, of course, they close. I mean, I don't know what percentage day this is, but that's crazy. I mean, going from like 230 to almost 260 in a single day. This is becoming a new norm for breakout days on Coin. And it's funny because, like, I don't ever, advocate for crypto, but this could actually reach the 300s if it pushes this new high, which is kind of crazy to think about because I remember we were all sitting here a while back and we were like, let me go to the monthly so you can see. I remember when I was back here, we were like, oh, this is going to take some time. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Look at it now, 5 months later. That's crazy. This is a wild chart. I will not look at Robinhood now. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Let's just watch SPY for a little bit. Unless you guys have something else to look at. Oh, my bad, Alexis. I wanted to go to that. So Alexis is our Moderna guy. If you guys have been here, he's been very, very, very vocal about his Moderna opinions. I even talked to you guys about mine very short term. We did one short from here to here, and that was just meh, right? Fell for one more day, very nice dip. And now, and this is when Alexis started talking more about it, he was saying that he liked this hammer. In the same regard, I like that AMD hammer. He liked this one a lot. And look how it's holding. We got a bullish kicker above a nice hammer holding support right now. So maybe they just build some base, keep holding some higher lows. This could definitely get a good grind up move to the upside. But good call outs by the boy Alexis, man. Good call out for real. Because you've been all over that. Again, guys, it's really nice to kind of trade with the guys in the chat. It's not like we have a team of analysts selling signals. No, we have a bunch of people who are also like you, learning and figuring things out on their own, and just kind of keeping those things that they learned and really trying to just aim towards that direction, practicing, getting good at what we practice, and then only doing the things we practice, not anything else. Everything else is noise. I don't care what kind of strategy you got, just focus on it. Good job, Ryan. You were talking about CLSK earlier and you traded it. Nice. No, we're not looking at AMC. He said, bro, I thought Coin was a dead stock before. Bro, same. I'm not even going to try to act cool. I was on the same page. Jay LaFleur said, I just got my BS in cybersecurity. Full-time job as a cybersecurity analyst. Dude, what? That's crazy. I remember reading about cybersecurity being honestly like one of the best fields to try to go work in, at least for the near-term future, because cybersecurity is not going away anytime soon. Good. Congrats, though, Jay LaFleur. Happy to see that. See, it's not just stocks here. Like, if you guys have a job, don't let that be something that depresses you. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a job. That's literally how you get into this. You can't do this without it, unless you're just, born into riches. But not a lot of us are, so. Got to work your way up. But don't ever think of having a job as a bad thing. Honestly, having a job is a great thing. Plus, it gives you, like, real world skills. You're not going to leave your house and be like, oh, there's a candlestick in the cloud. Like, that's not going to help you. But let's say you're like him. You're like a cybersecurity analyst. You could literally just go work at most companies with that, if you're good at it at least. But imagine being like an electrician. Imagine being somebody who works with AC ducts. You're someone who has a real world skill that'll hold with you forever. And that's kind of like how we like to teach the BB system, the TA routine. Like, you really should be looking to learn these steps slowly over time, so you never have to go back. And if you do ever, feel like you have to go back, it doesn't feel as misplaced. You're taking as big of a misstep. Sorry, we're on Moderna still. Let's go back to SPY. Let's see what you guys are saying. You did an 80% entry on CLSK. Please remind me, Ryan. I want to go back and check that here in a minute. Energy and oiling stocks synchronized move up. Yeah, if you hear anybody saying they're bearish on energy, ignore that person, because they are tripping. They've been going up for multiple weeks now. I actually, y'all guys ever do that? I do that sometimes. I just go on Twitter or StockTwits or something. I'll just type in the ticker just to see what the general opinion is. And I swear most of the time I look up something that we're swing trading, it's like the opposite opinion. Not every time. Sometimes the general consensus is kind of like the same. Sometimes it's like balanced where it's like both opinions are everywhere. But it's kind of funny to go see what is like the general opinion on something you might be trading. It's just cool to think about. I can grab some DD now. Good stuff, Alexis. Yeah, make sure to tell me when you post it. I'm an analyst, not a good one, but... Hey, King Carnage. I named a chart after you, man. You're everything. Don't say that. He said, Golden Pocket on SPY right now is at current open. Good call out. Good morning, Shadow. Good to see you. Got a lot of people in here this morning. Make sure to drop a like on the stream. It does help out the channel a lot. Or just chill. I am a clinical director at a behavior clinic. Spend the rest of my day looking at behavior graphs for people. Wow, that's unique. That's pretty cool. I hope you like your job at least. It sounds pretty interesting. Where did he say that? I kind of want to message him because it's... Is Jay LaFleur in the Discord? Jay LaFleur, are you in the Discord? It's okay if you don't have a membership. Knox is just genuinely asking. Tesla is also paying. We'll go check it out here in a minute. I see that they are negative now, though. CLF is making moves. Oh, don't get me excited on Cleveland Cliffs. Yo, remind me later. We need to also watch that clip again. That's something we need to watch like once a month. High of day and low of day. Tesla Boys, TASL. Oh, he's Wicked 0777. Low key, I would love to dive into the cybersecurity field. I've heard it's very interesting, and whether it's challenging or not, I have no idea, but it is the future. At least a large part of our future. And guys, we seem to be rejecting today's open on the 1 minute, so be careful for potential seeing more shorts here, more bears step in. But if we do get a push over this is a very good sign for buyers. I don't know why I have the chart so lopsided. Let's change that. I try to keep room above and below, to be honest. Sorry guys, if you hear me like quiet, it's because I'm reading Discord. There's tons of people here as well that I like to check up on. Oh, nice. D-Touch shared his setup. Check this out. Ooh, nice. Okay, this is kind of clean. I like this. Yeah, I don't hate on the laptop, man. Every time I see someone use a laptop as like a monitor, like on their desk or to the right or to the left of their desk, I think it's a great idea. Damn, he's got an eraser right there. Damn, so he's got, what is that, Boeing? Look, guys, we can cheat and see what he's looking at. I can't read the rest of them, but that's Boeing. That one is, I can't read that. I think it says Game of Thrones. Where's my phone? There it is. Sorry guys. Alright, I'm done typing, except right now, because right now I'm about to type CDO is everything. I can't type. There we go. CDO is everything. That's it. That's all I typed. I'm done. I'm sorry. Nvidia double bottom. How is my phone less 20%? Oh my god. It's probably because of this stream. Damn. Alright, Nvidia. From all your... Yo, what's up, DX Mac? Hey, nice double bottom. I actually like this a lot because it's a low and a higher low. I like that a lot. Let's also just backtest it. Let's see what it did. So we'll go from the low to... And guys, let's make sense of this before I do it. So let's say you have any kind of drop or any kind of rise and you just see any kind of basing, right? You want to see a low hold, and then of that low, this is the impulse move. If you hear me say impulse move, this is what I am referring to, is the fact that this is up on the first dip, right? Of that first move, I like to get a fib. So this is when like price has already slowed down a little bit, but to any extent. I don't care what extent. The more aggressive, the scarier, of course. But go from the low to the high, and what you want to see is a control of the orange and yellow line. It's the golden pocket and the control point, the 50% and the 65%. That's it. It's just a part of this area. Of this area, this is the halfway, and this is the 65%. That's it. That's all we like to look for. It's just a high probability area where we like to look for control. If we see a close under this, we know that bears are more present towards the support. So we know that if this doesn't hold, it's game over. We know that if it holds, very good chance buyers are still present. So let's go back. I didn't mean it for it to line up with... it's not supposed to line up with this. Ignore that. I was just looking at this. So what we're going to do now is use that fib to go from here to the top of the first move before it slowed down. And you can see when they came down, not only did they hold whatever this fib is from the bigger time frame, I don't know where I'm getting that from, but it held the golden pocket and control point on that small fib that we just drew. And this is how you identify, okay, this is buyers trying to hold. This isn't bears. Now, if they would have closed under here, you'd be a lot more hesitant. You'd be like, all right, well, there's a lot more chance now that they want to fade it back down towards 904, maybe even 900, the overnight gap, whatever they got down there. Morning to you as well, man. Good to see you. Always happy to see your name, man. 10% account growth today, Mel. Great job. That's pretty crazy because we know what number that's at now. I won't say anything. Microsoft struggling on the hold. Chips are weak. Need more hatch chilies. SF saying go, Spy, go. Man, I tried puts there when we fell back through the open. Oh, you're not... Are you talking about NVIDIA or SPY? My bad. I was stuck on NVIDIA. Around the 1 minute, but it held minus 20%. No, that's good. That's a good loss. That's a good loss. You want them to be manageable, and as long as yours is manageable, that's fine. Because, and this, I'm like stuttering so much. I think something people don't think about is like getting your money back, right? So like, let's say I go and I get like 3 losses, right? And then I go get my win on my 4th trade finally across 2 days, right? Maybe I'm like, I can't take more than 3 losses a day, blah, blah, blah. So I take 2, then I take a break, then the next day I take 2, then the next day, the 3rd day comes, I take a trade and I win, right? So that means across the last 3-4 trades I lost, and then I finally won my 5th. You should still be mildly even or mildly green. So again, manage your losses. Managing your losses is way more important than trying to go after bigger winners. And if anyone in here can do that, you guys will definitely grow your account. Or at least grow your confidence. You know, account could definitely go a little more volatile than that. There are, of course, other variables at play here. But that would definitely help. Oh, by the way, guys, sorry, no update. They did go hit this. They slowed down. They've now reached this. Let's do that little impulse thing we did. So they did make a new low here, but just for example's sake, what did they do here? Came back down. They held the control point, and now they're just kind of fighting this. So it looks like if they can just hold the today's open, we should be fine for bulls to try to step in. If not, though, this could be the nastiest lower high I've ever seen. If they re-break today's open, be on caution that we could be pulling back again. Especially if you see them come back through and break that area you just saw me fib off, this like level right here, like 523.14, basically just where this is. If they break that, that would be a good pullback down towards this low. And then if they break that, then that, they break that, then that, they break that, then that, you know, so on and so on. If this, then that, if this, then that. Be conditional when you're going over your game plans. That's all I'm doing, that's all the system requires. Just be conditional. If this, then that. If this, then that. I know my coders and programmers will appreciate that kind of thinking. Got a nice bullish candle over current day open, but nothing more so far. Waiting for more base, hopefully. Second bullish, keep stacking. Still won't break over pre-market high. Good call out by Carter. AMD at previous day control point before the 175 flush. Key level to hold here for bulls. Bears want to break 180s if they get the chance. Good call out on AMD. And yeah, this is why I take profits when things go up on news, because that would hurt. Damn, Mikey coming through and flexing on everybody. Member for 8 months. They said, good morning, BB fam. Another busy week at work. Just stopped by to say hi and hit the like. Hope everybody is banking. Dude, thank you, Mikey. Mikey got money. No, it's just that recognition post. Good job, Mikey. Thank you, seriously, for being here for 8 months. That's crazy. That's a long amount of time to be here. Especially on the YouTube channel, because, you know, we haven't been doing this, you know, super long. We'll do some trade reviews here in a second, Mel. Or in a minute. 7% on CLSK. Damn, you've been on the come up on this chart. Okay. When did you... You're just day trading this, right, Ryan? Money Mikey. That's a good name, actually. I'm going to change my alias real quick. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Go back to SPY. I'm sorry. Going back. Did you post AMD overnight? No, I just went off of chat. I'm not posting same week contracts in chat because I know that everybody will follow me. If somebody doesn't like TA that people are posting in chat, that's on them. I'm not going to sit here and pressure people to take same week contracts. Because I know the effect I have on people. I know if I take a trade, I know 5 of you are following me. I'm not going to do that. Or wait, are you asking if I posted the results of it? That's in, I already posted that in the trade result thing. Here, I'll just send the, I didn't make as much as that screenshot shows, because it, you know how it wicked super hard? I'll just send the, here. the hell is your name? Yeah, you were the only one I shared the actual contract with because I was like, Mel's crazy. He's already in this. Well, you weren't in it yet. I got in and then I looked in chat and I saw you post and I was like, what is he doing? This man's wild. Me and Mel have some pretty awesome conversations. I'm like trying to stay that one friend that doesn't just sit here and glaze him 25/7. Or yeah, not 0 TTE. My bad. Did I say that? I meant same week if I said that. Big brain play. Take a 0 TTE and swing it into the next day. Honestly, huge brain. QCOM, new high of day, higher lows working towards weekly engulfing. Dude, that right there, that's great. Like, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things he just typed, and it felt like the most powerful sentence I've read. QCOM, new high of day, higher lows working towards weekly engulfing. Dude, that whole sentence is just so impressive. Let's go to the weekly. And you would be correct. Nice hammer. Very nice hammer. Not really in the greatest of spots, but kind of funny how you have this inside bar and then you have this happening after it. Very interesting. The daily looking not bad at all. Let's see. I want to see, what do I want to see? I feel like there's a fib here I can get. I was going to say here to here, but I don't like that because you need to go to here. That would be where they held. Because you go from breakout of high to high of where they slowed down. And this, it's just like the other fib. And this is just where I'm seeing, what are they doing? They got a nice bullish kicker over it the next day. Continued. So I'm going to do the same thing I just did with that fib. So we're going to go from this high. No. We're going to go from this low to this high. They did a liquidity grab. That is crazy. So they closed back over. Just now got over. Honestly, this might still be warming up. If we can see over the next couple days, like tomorrow and next week, see if they like slow down and build some base here. This might actually still be an amazing play where patterns pop up. But if not, they just keep rallying. So be it. They are allowed to. They have a lot of room here where they were kind of just breathing. This is like a change of sentiment. Price closes back over, screws everybody on that day. And now they actually have the energy, I guess I could say, to make it towards the high of this chart. I haven't looked at QCOM in forever, honestly. I can't believe I don't. You know what? Before I move on, let's throw it down here. When I go through my swings every day now, I can just look at that again. If you guys ever see anything that's not on here, just type it out. Say, hey, add this to your watch list, and I'll add it. Unless it's like GameStop or AMC or something stupid. Of course, then I will not add it. That's when someone in the crowd goes, you think you think GameStop is stupid? Oh, DG, bro. Thank you for saying that, because this was the one setup I posted and was very adamant about, but didn't take, because I couldn't. Costco's another one that I've been very adamant about. I've been very, very adamant about Costco recovering. Whoops, I just almost put that in the wrong channel. That would have been awesome. And we took two different Costco plays, and both worked. One of them, of course, worked a lot better. Haven't touched it since. Yeah, okay. I was just checking the log. But here, let's go to my Twitter. Let's go do some history lessons. I'm pretty sure I can search all of X with just typing in cost and I'll find myself, because no one posts on this thing. Yeah, oh my god. I typed in cost on the very first thing. I mean, unless that's just how the algo is set up. But, well, nope, that's not it. That's Roku. I don't want that. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Okay, so originally we posted just the reaction of this. Whoops. Here when it first got down here, we're just posting, okay, look, just showing people, look, go to low to the high of that red candle because that's where it reversed from. And then they kind of took a dip, low to high of that red candle because that's where it reversed from before continuing. That was just a good intermediate level that I thought was just good in the area. And then, of course, the high of the chart, the supply. If you go from the high of this to the open of that green candle, that is the supply of the all-time high on Costco. That's just how we draw those in here. Then we're just going over updates. And it's just been cool to kind of follow. They had some nice retests here. I was saying retest and hold of demand below as posted. Will bulls hold this or fail over time? Because, again, it probably would take some time to break under this because they'd have to break under this level. They'd have to take out the bottom of this candle. They'd have to take out the 709s. That'd be a lot of work. So it would take a little bit of time. Considering they already had the big seller drop, you're not going to be seeing a second one that quick, most likely. But overall, just seeing if they're going to build base or not. And then now, you look at it now, and it's like, wow, that looks so clean. So they got one touch, and then you can do that impulse trick I was showing y'all. You go to the high, or sorry, the low to the high to see, do they hold that area? They held that area. They gave us a nice retest. Pretty much a nice, almost inside bar. Got a 50-50 candle. It's like a transfer of power candle. Whatever follows after is most likely what your signal is. What followed after was a lower open, a break over that high, a break over the recent highs. And now they made a new high and closed over. Today we're getting an extended rally of that extended high. So good job, Costco. They're doing great. That was a clean chart that I didn't get to keep playing. And then the other one was the one you mentioned, Dollar General. Which, this is my baby, but I wasn't as excited. And then yesterday I sorry, not yesterday. It would be 2 days ago now. I said that this was a potential reset candle if you still see it hold 153.30s. It did end up holding 153.30s and it's just slowly tinkering up. So a lot more work for this chart, and I'm honestly not that excited about this yet. But it's nice to see the idea working out though. It's nice knowing the levels are holding. And I always keep Ulta down here because this was the play that I was supposed to kill and didn't. And this right here was probably one of the greatest callouts I've seen in chat. One of the greatest. I mean, that right there, not by me, by members. Again, guys, don't listen to that incorrectly. I did not post. These are by members. Members post this stuff. These guys are crazy. And look at that, just kept going, made new all-time high. That one, and then someone else in my chat posted Cat. I mean, these guys are crazy. I remember Jack and a few of the guys posted Home Depot. We got Alexis killing Moderna. It's just cool to see everybody killing their own little watch list of stocks. I just like seeing the chat kill it. And honestly, it's fun because, like, you go finally not get good at swing trading, but practicing it more. You know, trying to progress in it. And then you see someone else in chat posting something similar to what you think, and it just feels so much better because you're like, okay, I'm looking at the right direction, or at least you're aimed towards the right direction, you know. And if you're wrong, whatever, it's a good wrong, right? You're gonna lose trades, but we don't want to just lose random trades. It just kept going. Misi and I were in Cat together. She took it way further. Yeah, Misi is crazy. She was like one of the original like badasses at swing trading though, so that didn't surprise me. But at the same time, it was still like, oh my god, this percentage. What are you doing? That's still very impressive. Whether I expect it or not, it's still impressive. We really should just watch like something else, shouldn't we? Damn. It's marked at high of day on triple Q and low of day on triple Q. That's all I added. SPX, I need to update my chart. So this is not going to be correct at all. Let's just clean it up real quick. I got time. I'm not even going to start that far back. I don't see the point. And honestly, I am going to do a random demand here. This is the higher low demand. 2 day 5 minute. Previous day supply. Where's Wednesday? Here it is. Previous day. Oh, almost messed that one up. I'm gonna just honestly go from this level to the bottom of that candle to the low, basically. So I'm gonna include both levels and or that level and that low. That'll be our previous day demand, which is not like it matters now. It's too far down, but just to have it for later. And then today's open. Probably draw this low just because that is where they actually caught support for the liquidity grab move. So that'll be the true low to watch for breaking. And then maybe mark that just for information. And now you can go to the 1 minute on SPX. And if you want to draw that fib, you can. You don't have to, though. That'd be a good kind of like intermediate area. If you see this break, that's where they're most likely going. IWM, too. Never forget about IWM. This is such a great options chain. Not super expensive. I feel like it's not as hard. I don't want to say that. Never mind. I'm not saying that. But it's less volatile, I feel like, than like SPY or Triple Q. Damn, that's a crazy strong trend. I'm not leaving that there, but very nice to see the higher lows holding still. Nice pullback here. Nice pullback here. It's a very healthy trend. We're going to have to keep watching IWM as well. Did Apple get worse? What's going on here? Uh-oh. Microsoft's getting weak. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Semiconductors are weak. SMCI. Oh, SMCI is still killing it. Never mind. It's not all of them, because NVIDIA was alright, but SMCI is definitely doing a lot better. Where is AVGO? There you are. Okay, they're killing it too. Higher low and not battling pre-market high. Can we continue? Yeah, we'll see. They're definitely struggling. Gosh, I can't tell. B, I know I said I would only trade SPY this week, and I have, aside from I just took SMCI and got 150%. The setup was too damn good. No, man, see, that's not a bad one, because that's something you planned. That's not something, like if you would have said, yo, Bueller, I just took a trade on Amazon, I'd be like, why the hell are you doing that? You haven't once posted Amazon, you know? But you've been talking about SMCI, NVIDIA, AMD, the semiconductor, so that's really not that bad. You know, you set yourself up, you said, I'm only going to trade SPY this week, but at the same time, you also set yourself up for semiconductors in a way, so I really can't jump on you for that one. That's jumping onto opportunity when you see it, you know? That's true confidence. When you're jumping on something you planned beforehand, you're seeing it play out, it feels good. But no, seriously, round of applause though. That's a really, really awesome thing to hear. Although it's still pumping hard, would have been like 250% now, lol. I feel you, man. Hey, but think about that though. What if it didn't though, you know? Like imagine if, I don't know, imagine if people who had like Tesla calls, you know, they were killing it this morning, right? Imagine people who held right here were still holding on like same weeks or something, you know? That would suck. coming back to this SPY chart, man. Because I know a move is coming soon. There's too many weights moving around. Like now, everything coming back down for real. DOJ suing Apple. AMD slipped, or AMD slipped 180. Yeah, AMD's not looking as good as it was earlier. Then again, though, they somehow do that liquidity grab, close back over today's or previous day close. That could be a very good sign for buyers, but not looking that way right now. Hey, look, our drawing. See? Imagine if we didn't take profits, man. We'd be fucking pissed. We'd be super pissed. Damn, after that large candle, they're holding it. Well, SPY kind of slow. Any hoop watchers here? March Madness winner predictions? I don't watch college basketball, to be honest. Like, I sometimes pay attention to, like, some teams, like, at the very, very end, or, like, you know, right before draft to go to the NBA, but I really haven't been paying attention. Sucks, too, because college basketball and college football are, like, super entertaining. It doesn't even matter what teams you're watching sometimes. Google is skydiving. Alright, let's be honest here. What the hell's holding this up? Alright, starting over. So, tech. Okay, wait. Alright, so we're going to do from open analysis. So, everything I'm about to say is from open. Okay? So, if I say, hey, it looks like it's falling off a cliff, that's because it literally does look like it's falling off a cliff. We're going from context to from open. So we got a nice little just single candle retest and then a bigger retest of the downside. New low was just made. So clearly tech has been pulling back. We know that because we saw Apple and Microsoft. Healthcare, second largest sector of SPY. They're actually holding higher lows. They're above today's open. That's helping some of the markets stay somewhat flat on SPY. Remember, SPY is a big pie. These are the slices of that pie. Okay, this is the second biggest slice. It's up. So that's why this is holding a lot better compared to if it wasn't. SPY would probably be taking a free fall right now. Banks are also up. Discretionary, up. Comms, down. Industrials up. Staples up. Energy up. Base materials somewhat flat. They were down. They're coming back up. Utilities up. Real estate up. Semiconductors flat. We just went through some of them. Some of them were falling through the floor. Some of them have pulled back massively. Some of them are still up and holding a large majority of their gains. So we have a mixture, but for a large majority, most everything is actually holding, which is weird because when you look at a lot of your larger weights, you go through these and it just doesn't make sense. You're like, wait, Apple's falling. Microsoft looks like shit. Nvidia pulled back and it's just kind of basing. AMD's falling after holding massive gains. Tesla's pulling back. Amazon's just kind of flat. Like, you wouldn't think that, you know? You wouldn't think that we were falling or not, but it's because of all the other weights holding us. So right now, SPY is a very awkward choice to be trading right now. I would either go look at some of these very weak ones, wait for them to hold up, or go check out some of the stocks that are moving up. There's a lot of different weights right now going different directions. This is one of those days where it pays to know how sectors and how SPY is made up. And this is why we talk about it so much in here, because it's just about awareness. It's not about it's not about us making more money or losing more or trying to be right. It's literally just nice to be aware of. Oh my God, Noxta. Oh my! I literally just lost my train of thought reading that. Yukon. Yeah, Creator's got some pretty good takes here and there. Sometimes. I don't pay too much attention to college basketball. My team is UW-Madison. 22-13 isn't bad, but I mean, could be worse. Could be like Louisiana Tech or like, you know, any other school that sucks. Netflix. What's up, VC? You're saying check Netflix? I actually like this one for shorts still, but it's just time to wait because you're at a part of the chart where this has already been building some grind up. Yes, it did look good against resistance for 1 day, or 2 days I should say, but now it's pushed through even that, you know, so that's where it's like, well, hold up, bulls are definitely present, you know, so it's like, it's a good spot for looking for shorts, but you might have to wait a little bit. I'm going to be looking at that for a couple days though, so you'll definitely see me post Netflix if I get in again. And honestly, if you're just in stream, you might see me talk about it too. I pretty much talk about every swing trade openly. I just don't take the time to type every single one. I also just don't like to give out as much signals anymore because it really does make people treat you different. I'd rather build up people and build up leaders that find their own plays than do that anymore. Yes, Costco. Yes. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I didn't post this on Twitter again. Whoops. I gotta go do that. Or X, whatever you guys call it now. And by the way, guys, if I don't follow you on X or Twitter or whatever it's called, just tag me. I'll follow you or tell me. I'll follow you. I try to follow just my traders. I don't really care about following as many other quotation trader quotation because there's so many of these fake traders out here these days. And there's no such thing as like, I hate when people are on these social medias and they're like, follow me, this is my plays, this and that. It's like, okay, that's cool, but like, are you even profitable? And then it's like, it's not even about that half the time. But it's just funny, like people try to make it seem like you can get rich doing this, follow me. Shouldn't follow that. Anybody tells you can get rich off of something, you should probably ignore them. Find your own way. Holding with demand on the daily. Alright, closing that crap again. Bears broke at 180, and there you go. Yeah, good call out, Mike. You did say way earlier on that if AMD was to ever get to 180s and break it, that could be fatal short term. Good call out. They made it all the way to 177 from that. 177.60s. I won't name names, but somebody messaged me and said, I'm so sad that I've been through basically both courses and still don't know what CDO is. I hate asking questions like that because I know I can find the answer myself, and if I do find it myself, it sticks way better. I said, CDO equals current day open. Don't worry about it. LOL, just ask. Guys, just ask questions, seriously. Like, if you're someone I know that's been working their ass off and there's something simple you ask, I'm not going to see it that way. Because you're not some lazy person to me. You're someone who's been working your ass off. So if you happen to miss something stupid like that, whatever, we'll go over it. We always miss stuff. There's so much stuff to look at. It's okay. Okay, Noxta. You better watch yourself. He said, alright, B, I'm going to head out spy, not doing much, and I've already made a good gains today. Yeah. Don't waste your time here. I'm only here because I'm streaming. If you guys just made money today and you don't need to be here, don't be here. Go enjoy yourself. Or go take care of something else. What's CPI? What is SPY? Oh, God. You'd be surprised, man. I've had people ask me if SPY and the S&P 500 are the same thing. I get that question a lot, honestly. You guys would be surprised. I've had many people in stream DMs ask me that. Is the S&P 500 and SPY the same thing? There's news today? Yeah. That one gets me the most. If this is another rejection, this could be a really good risk-reward short. I swear, creator. I'm not answering those. I'm not answering these rhetorical questions. Also, gotta head out. We'll try to pop back in a little bit later for the vibes. We'll see you, Maddie. I'll see if I'm around. There is a lot of storms around me today. So if my internet goes out, it's not my internet. It's if my power goes out. My internet has a backup thing. I feel where they come from, though. Tough to ask things sometimes. No, it is. It is. I just try to be as comforting as possible because I just want you guys to know if you're someone who works your ass off. I don't care if you ask me what is pre-market high if you're someone who works your ass off in my group. Because then I'm like, whatever. Like, they missed it. Who cares? Now, if I know you're someone who's been slacking, yeah, I'd probably be a little more aggressive because I know you've been slacking. It's like, how are you going to be lazy and not know the answer to this question? Well, if SPY stays put like this, just pull the cord yourself. No problem, Prop Street. And some stuff, too, isn't in the course. Like I don't even know if I have abbreviations in the course. Being honest with you, I think that's just something we started doing in the Discord and started saying out loud because it's a lot quicker. I don't think I ever once said, guys, make sure you mark PMH, like on a course. I think I just called it pre-market high. And then over time in Discord, PMH. So credit to him. I don't think it's even in the course. If it is, I'd be surprised, but it's probably typed to some extent. No, it has to be in the course. There's no way I would have typed CDO. I went through all the lead test vids last night again, just trying to burn it into the brain. Hey, nice. I need to fix a playlist, actually. Glad you brought that up. Are there any 90% entry videos in there? This is still one of the most epic trades I've ever seen. There isn't. Okay, I need to add some in here then. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is the video I was thinking of. That should be fine. Shaq, you're insane. Did you just go find where CDO is mentioned? He said section number 1, starting to learn the BB system. Course 1. What? No way. Did you know that off the top of your memory? No questions, a dumb question, just ask it and off topic. Exactly. It would be dumb if you didn't ask, to be honest. Zaya said, is the podcast still going to be a thing? Yeah. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, the podcast will be a thing. I was honestly waiting for the YouTube feature. Y'all gotta check this out. It's pretty. I can't really show you yet, but they're actually adding it to where I can see it on my channel finally. Because there's been channels that had it glitched to where you're supposed to be able to do podcasts on here, and I couldn't. But then they fixed it, so I'll probably do it on here. I just haven't had time, honestly. I need to quit being lazy and do the lifetime stuff first. Because I want to do a course 1 and 2 walkthrough while recording it, and then do some swing trading TA really. So honestly, let's plan that. I'm gonna plan that right now. Let's quit being lazy, Josh. Let's plan out some stuff. So what's this week? Next week is the 25th to the 29th. All right. What day next week do we not want to be streaming? Can't do Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday of next week is the only day I cannot do this. Saturday? Oh, I don't know about Saturdays. I like to, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a pretty big believer in not looking at this stuff on the weekends because if I look at it all week, I'm gonna drive myself nuts looking at it on the weekend. I try to give myself that break, and you guys should too, or in whatever way. You should at least give yourself at least one day of the week to not think about this stuff. No, you're good. Saturday was a good suggestion. I was just letting you know. Ryan said Thursday, Friday, Sunday. How about this? We'll do... to be honest with you, Ryan, I have no idea, but I kind of want to do it during the day. I don't really want to do this after the market. All right, we're going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How about that? Damn, next week we're not getting any streams in. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How about that? Lifetime only. These are lifetime only events. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think that's what I have to do. The question is, do I do YouTube streams still, though, too? Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm gonna say that in chat now. I'm planning it now. Oh my god, the Results and Review channel has so much stuff. I gotta actually go back and review this after stream today. Or during stream, whenever. Oh, I just had a genius idea. Please don't leave us YouTubers behind. I'm sorry. It's just I probably will still do some streams with you guys, Jennifer. I put this off too long. I was supposed to do this at the beginning of this month, and I had not. So I'm just making sure I look out for my people. Remember when I walkthrough, we record also. Lifetime only. Dates. What are those dates? 27, 28, 29. 28th and 29th of March. Time. Alright, date, time. What time? Does 10 to noon, does that sound like a decent time? Or does that sound like a time nobody would even see? It'll be recorded, so I guess it really doesn't matter at the end, but does that sound too late? I feel like that gives me time to do a small YouTube stream each day, or at least 2 of those days. It'll be next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sounds like a good time? Okay, I was just making sure. 10 to noon. And I'm going to say noon, but it'll probably be... it'll probably go longer knowing me. Alright. Yay. Damn, I'm kind of hyped for next week. I'm gonna be so rusty, but it's gonna be so much fun. Rusty as in like looking at my old information. Because it's the same stuff we look at now, but I have a different way of thinking now. Like, I didn't really think about order of operations when I was making course 1. Like, that was just like the infrastructure of everything. And then I would say course 2 is where everything really came together. And that's why I made them both a lot cheaper. So if people ever do go buy them, it's like, as a combined, it's still not as much as like what you would pay for other shit. What's going on next week? In my lifetime chat, oh yeah, I need to probably announce that to everyone else now. In my lifetime chat next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm going to be doing a private YouTube stream with them those 3 days for a few hours each day. And we're going to be going over course 1 and course number 2, and it's all going to be recorded and saved for everybody in the lifetime group. This was something I promised them about a month or so ago, and I had not delivered yet. I kind of over-promised and under-delivered AF. So, going to be doing that next week for all of them. That'll be fun. It'll just be like me going through the course, me asking them questions all the way through, kind of just doing it together, really. I'll try to like act like I don't know what I'm doing the whole time. And then you're like, wait, he doesn't actually know what he's doing. damn, sellers got some good risk reward. That was kind of the last thing I mentioned, was just saying it's good risk reward right here, and they've been making lower highs here, and they're finally getting a good move away from resistance. See if they get down to this low right here, see if they make it down to this low, but not a bad move so far, not horrible. Could definitely see some wicking here just because you've seen it once before. This is where they retook before, this is where the opening price is. So if you don't see wicking, should be getting a really nice pullback to at least this low, you'd like to think. Guess I'll leave my cursor in between. Yeah, thank you guys for liking the stream. I forgot to mention that too. You guys are better about that than I am. Seriously, thank you for liking the stream, supporting it and stuff. Thank you, VC. Thank you, SF. What's your best swing trading video? What is your definition of best? I don't really know what you mean. Best. Like the trade did the best, or like the example was the most clear? Did your grandmother ever find a jack? Yes, she did. I was like, how the hell did you know that? I was like, oh yeah, I guess I did talk about that on stream. He says, I guess I don't know what best means either. Alright, let's just go find some swing trading videos then. This is still pulling back real quick. Hold up. What did I say leave my cursor on? It was about right here. Yeah, I mean, if you somehow took that idea, this is not a bad spot to trim. But if you do break new low day, you're going to be sitting back there going, why did I not hold? But in reality, it's probably going to come back up, reject this, and then we'll see who has control of today's open again. Because again, they're jump roping this. I mean, they lost it once, retook, lost it once, retook, lost, retook, held, lost. So it's jump roping today's open a lot. But is this the trend finally breaking free? We'll see. Creator, what are we going over? Swing trading videos. So there's a few places to look. One, you have the playlist section of my channel. Go to swing trading videos. And I know there's a lot, but they're not that long, so I'd go through them. This is a long one because it goes over volume and all that good stuff. So this doesn't have to be in here, but I put it in here because volume's pretty important. But I don't even really look at volume much anymore when I swing trade. But if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, I would watch this video. It's 50 minutes long, but I took an account that had less than $250 in it to 1K, and that wasn't really the goal. But the goal was to just swing trade, to show people you can make money swing trading if you look at it correctly, you know, because there's a difference between overnight swings and how you should look at them. There's a difference between swings that you're looking to hold for at least a week or so, you know, and there's a few trades in here that show you that. Mostly these are overnight or over the course of 2 to 3 days. But this is probably my best quotation swing trading video, and it was done, the date on this video, June 10th. We're approaching 3 years. In 3 months, that'll be 3 years. And the information is still how I trade. Here, wait, let's look at it. Like, you see how I have this trend line here? I'm just looking for patterns with positioning. Looking for a pattern, looking for a pattern. I'm addicted to looking for patterns at a good spot. You'll see that that's a big trend in this video. Pause that. Let's try to find one. Oh, I know this. I know. Okay, let's not look at this one. That's Beyond. I don't want to show you Beyond, because that's not what that's going to look like now. Ooh, Velodyne LiDAR. I have not heard that name in a minute. Man, this has some... Ooh, Bingo. Haven't heard these names in forever. I would go through this video, though. I would watch every minute of this video. Oh, here's the Beyond trade I thought I was looking at. It's like triple inside bar, and then it breaks out. So nasty. But we entered on this reset candle here. These are what are called reset candles. It's holding over 50% of its previous candle after breaking base. So like it's holding base, holding base, holding base, breaks up, right? And that could have been a good entry candle, but it would have been early. So then this candle happened. And we liked that it was holding a good percentage of that candle and still holding over all those breakouts. So we took the risk. If it ends up cracking 105, 104.60, then we're out of that. We're not holding it anymore. But it didn't, and ended up making a bullish kicker the next day, giving us even more confidence to try to hold or just take profits and have fun with it. But again, just it's all focused on positioning. God, Kron. We traded Kronos Group in here. Look, this is Netflix almost 3 years ago at 485. We're almost 3 years later, and here's Netflix at 627. That's crazy. But it's funny because they dipped to that price at one point. So that would be a good video. That's probably my best off of my own opinion, but in my opinion you should go through every single one of these. Like here's another one I did that's about 50 minutes long. This is the same concept video, it's just swing trading patterns, and this time I show you the EMA. Let's see, is there anything else besides that? The only other place I would look besides that playlist, oops, I spelled mustache about wrong. Is this guy right here, Mustache, spell it as in like you're from the UK, and then click on that. It's the Akatsuki logo with the Discord logo. Click on videos. These videos here are all pretty much the same thing. They're not the exact same videos, they're different videos, but in every video it's me going over either a potential or a idea that we're already in, and it goes over the same thing, except these have a lot more EMA breakdowns. So if you want to do my EMA strategy where you use the 9 EMA 21 and just kind of use patterns against those to give you your positioning and better advantages, then do it. But I would put on the training wheels. I would do the EMA system first, then I would go through that, and then I would go to that other playlist and I'd go through that, and then you can find your own examples. That's really like step 2, going out, finding your own examples, kind of reading through them a lot. And that's really what Lifetime Chat does a lot, is just swing trading TA together. Daffy, D-Touch, Noxta, Jack, Sherman, of course, me, a few other people, but there's a lot of people in there who are already posting just off that system alone. And it's comforting. It's a nice system, you know, because you never know, somebody might be like Noxta got really good at that stuff very quickly, and it was kind of cool because like like sometimes we struggle with swing trading and not day trading. Sometimes it's the other way around. And it was just cool to see him of all people like get into that and start killing it in swing trading. And then there's other people in chat that are still struggling with it. It's all time. Like you just gotta put time in it. These were the first time around, LOL, but also danger, Roy Robinson. Amount of content in here is bananas. Random, but make sure to fill out that March Madness bracket for some fun. It starts soon. I see a few people mention it already in here. That's funny. Hey guys, thank you for over 50 likes on today's stream. Appreciate that for real. And I am sorry that I'm not doing a full day stream. I said this earlier, but I'm not going to be able to do a full day stream, even though that was planned. But I'll try to be on here for a little while. If anybody has any questions or wants to chart anything, let me know. I'll be right back, though. I'm going to go grab some water. Don't go anywhere. If you guys have any questions, though, drop them. When I get back, I'll go over some stuff. But right now, guys, it looks like bears are taking over short term. We saw them kind of take over on the 1 minute. Right now, we're seeing a bearish retest, most likely. So this could be headed towards low of day, maybe even to head towards pre-market low for all we know. But they end up holding this higher low. Bulls are still there and have a little bit of reassurance on their side. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some water. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Hydrate gang is real. Good morning, Big Rollout. Good to see you, man. Carter said, give me another lower high and retest of the CP. Where do you have your fib drawn? Are you going from high of recent move to low of recent move, I'm assuming? I'm assuming you have this drawn. Excuse me. Good bearish hammer. That's 2 bearish hammers in a row against that. It's 1, 2. And they are breaking today's open. This is like probably the most important candle we've seen so far. Because this could be a good second lower high breaking today's open on the 1 minute. And the 5 minute could also be seen as a lower high. So we'll see if they break it lower here, but very good chances that they try to hold under today's open. If not, the opposite will be in effect. The opposite will be in effect. If they end up holding today's open, there's a very good chance they go and smack, almost at 824, 524 again, or near that area at least. Same fib from the start of the day, high diluted. Okay, cool. You're still doing that one. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if you're doing those or you're going over here and doing recent fibs, those both work. Most of the time they'll be off by a little bit here and there, a couple cents, but that really doesn't affect much. Been sitting because we were just ranging. I've way overtraded the past few days. Yeah, man, it's been hard to not overtrade, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you saw me on Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember, but I had that note on my screen. It was literally telling me, like, do not trade, do not trade. But, you know, it's hard. I try to tell people that too. Like, it's a weird concept. Like, it's really easy to trade. Anyone can take a trade. Like, literally anyone can take a trade. Can click on their, you know, whatever, click buy, click sell. They can do all that. Anyone can do that, you know? And that's something you got to try to remember. Like, it's not something you should just so easily do. It's like you should really only do it when it's time, and like when you feel the most pressured into getting into it. Like, and I mean in terms of like pressured by your confirmations, not pressured by like news or noise or anybody else is saying. Like, don't listen to that shit. But it has been tough this week. I will say this week has been pretty tough, and I'm sorry I haven't gone over the bigger time frames enough. I kind of haven't really needed to, you know. The only thing I've been covering the past few weeks is like this area. Can we hold this? That's it. Like, can we hold 511 to whatever it was? Like 511 to 511.60s. Can we hold that? You know, and 510. That's been a huge, you know, pivot point as well over this basing here. But that's what this has been, is basing. And it's kind of crazy. Like, everybody's always like, how is the market just going up nonstop? Like, it hasn't been. Like, it hasn't once just nonstop been going. Like, what are you talking about? Not you guys, just like there's people always online who express these opinions. It's a very large general consensus, and I'm sure a lot of people in here read these comments and they're like, oh shit, the market is just kind of going up. This is bullshit. I need to start shorting randomly. You know, and I know that's hard to like get your mind over, but the market has been giving dips, you know, multiple times all the way up. So yeah, we're in a very strong uptrend. I'll agree to that 100%. But the market has been giving pullbacks, you know, and very good ones at that. Like right here, this was a very good hammer that probably should have held that support. Whether it was news or anything else related or because of anything, it doesn't matter. We gapped down, we made a very indecisive candle. So yeah, shorts got to take over a little bit, but we really didn't lose much. And then the next day we gap up after getting a 50-50 candle. And as we know, after a 50-50 candle, that's what we got to go off of. And all we're getting here is short-term sellers. What do we get the next day? We get more short-term sellers. They give us the lower open. They even give us a little dip. And then what do? They hold the fib area that we've been seeing them hold from multiple times now. What do we get? A good high. Okay, well, we're still not sold because we see the fake out here that occurred. You know, we're still not sold on that, but it does look a lot better than it did before. They give us the new flat open. Not really that higher of an open. It was, but not by much. They push over the new resistance, the recent resistance, I should say, the old highs. Then they get to the new all-time high. They break that. They break over 520. And now, right now, we're just kind of focused on psychological levels. And if you really want to keep it real, oh, do not delete that chart. I need that chart. Okay, we'll do default chart. No, wait, I need this one too. Okay, we'll do a new one. Creator sucks. There we go. So grab your fib. And this is how you draw a fib backwards, but this is how I want to use it to get my fib extensions. So I'm going to go from the recent dip. So from the low to the high of the move. And this is that's backwards. That's not how you should draw a fib. If I ever see one of you draw a fib like that, I will strangle you. That is going against trend. But the reason we're doing it is for fib extensions. I just want to see what's up here. We got 521.63. We got 526.13. We got 530. Okay, delete that. Now we can add our psychological levels. So we got what? 525. Where are we at? 525, 522.50, 530. And if you want to put 527.50, you can, but I'm gonna just leave this as is. So like, even if you don't have real levels up here, you have plenty of levels up here. So these are the areas we need to be focused on as of right now. But if anybody needs to go back through that, please just go back a couple minutes. I try to go quick, but also slow, so it wasn't like super long. But yeah, if you need to go back and just review anything I might have said just now, please do. But these are the main levels we need to be focused on right now. And I know this looks weird. It's very awkward. I will not argue with that one. Also, anytime you get a gapped up or gapped down small body candle, there's a very good chance that that's going to be a boring day. And I know that like doesn't make sense because you don't know that till the end of the day that it's a small candle. But going into that next day, knowing that gives you really good chance of taking good trades. So like, let's say this is the furthest extent that we get, right? Like this is the most today ever does, right? Well, we still have some really easy levels to draw here. High of day and low of day. Pretty easy. So going into the next day, this could be taken for trades whether they exit here, retest, whether they break out and hold this as a support, make a higher low of it, break out here, do a little retest there, whatever they do. There's all kinds of opportunities that can come from this chart. Oh, I can't draw the other ones back. Okay, we'll go back and add those later. But yeah, there's a bunch of cool levels around right now. We just gotta be patient, which is very, 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 very hard to do. Because the breakout's already happened. You know, if you're a new trader, gotta be patient. If you're somebody who's already in some things, you just gotta manage what you have. Damn, they even pulled that back up. The power of the higher open, you know, it almost like gives it a different strength here. Because normally you're looking to see, does it hold above or below today's open? But with this higher open, it almost gives it like a little bit of extra strength, because we didn't really break any levels here, remember? We broke today's open, and yeah, that looks good. And we keep making, you know, lower highs. No new highs have been made for a while. But you got to remember, we are gapped up, and we haven't really broken any major levels. We didn't break pre-market low. We didn't break the overnight gap. We didn't even break the nearest psychological level that we have drawn here. So that's another thing. Like, yeah, there's been hints of bears that could have taken a more larger trend day, but no real breaks of anything. Ooh, Mike T on fire, man. I love that you did that in that channel, because no one's gonna interrupt, or at least more people won't interrupt you. At least I like that you did this here. This is like a more disciplined area to put this. I like the wording too. It's not like paragraphs. It's just straight up updates and just straight up facts. Like, hey, this is what this is. This is what this is. Just trying to be a computer, man. I like it. Mike T, if you're in here, seriously, shout out to you. It's a very, very cool way of posting. Alright, sorry guys, I was typing. Tesla puts, you don't like SPX? Alright, let's go to Tesla then. the hell? Oh. Alright, so before the day started, this is how the levels would have looked because we would have drawn today's open, previous day close. The high to previous day close would have been the high of day supply of previous day. Previous day low, whoops, up to the high of the last red candle before the reversal up of the low of day, so it's our low of day demand, and then previous day open. I didn't look at where pre-market was, but this is what the Tesla chart looks like now. And yeah, you're right, it does look a lot better for shorts because you have a good break of today's open, a good rejection under that today's open, as well as previous day close, and they've now pushed under that and even making a lower high. So good risk reward as long as they're under this highlighted area essentially for Tesla. Good looks, Mel. I was kind of catching up to you charting it. I just wanted to see if what you were looking at was, you know, solid or not. Looks really good though. Good trend. What's up, Raven? Or Ravin? Sorry if I said that wrong. He said NDX 100, another top, signed to short. I'm not really sure. I haven't really been looking at Nasdaq that much lately. They're under, or sorry, Qs are under today's open, but they do have some nice base here. Just gotta remember we did gap up and we're holding it still. And we're back above today's open on multiple sectors now. Being back above today's open is a good sign short term for buyers. At least based off of my system. I gotta remember to say it like that too, because I know not everybody looks at it like that. Like, not everybody even pays attention. Gonna focus more on stock. It seems to work on days like that. No, that's good, Mel. That's good. And you and me talked about that before, because you used to say you want to look at other stuff too, because some days when these aren't as favorable, it gets kind of annoying. And you're right, you know. And that's how it needs to be seen, though. You know, whenever these aren't moving, it's probably because there's something. The mix. You know, earlier we talked about the mix. If you go back earlier in the stream, we talked about how all the sectors are kind of hitting each other to where it's making SPY and Triple Q not do as much, but there are a lot of things still moving. You know, you go look and you're like, wait, Apple moved 3.5%? No way. You know, it's like, yeah, that was a huge move, like, but it doesn't look like it because you don't see it on SPY. You don't see it on Triple Q. You don't see it on any of these charts, you know, so it just doesn't click for us. But yeah, no, definitely good to look at individual equity stocks or individual stocks just in general when the market's not overall doing anything. AVGO is killing it, damn. That is a crazy one. Let's see, how did that fib look? Because you'd go from the high to the low. Okay, they closed over it. What does this one look like? They're even over that one. That's nasty. Didn't even chart Berkby. Didn't even chart JPM. It's just crazy how much he's rallying. The banks have been killing it so quietly too. Coin's killing it. Hey, good stuff. Yep, they hit a new low of day just now by a couple cents. Yep. And was a lead test. Again, if you go from the high to the low of the recent move, rejected the control point. And that was on the 5 minute. On the 1 minute, I bet it looks even better. Yeah, good close over, close under, rejection. Another little lower high to get you in last second. Good eye, Mel. See, everybody likes to say Mel's lucky. Mel has crazy... I mean, not everybody says that, but some people have. Mel's not lucky. Mel works his ass off to see these things. I went back to chart it just to see if he saw it that way. He likes that it was a lower high under the open. That gives him good probability for puts. What does he look for after that? He gets the rejection of the Lee test. The Lee test fib. The one we've been going over a million times this past few months, really. But just from the recent high to the recent low, because this is where they broke base. This is where bulls were holding support. They were holding support. They broke it. So we got to go from whatever that high was to wherever they sold off to. And then off of that, you go off of that fib. Now, if you want to switch to the 1 minute, you can. If you want to stay on the 5, you can. You can do whatever time frames you want. But great, great review. Almost called you Leland. Great review, Mel. Only an observation, not entering any earnings plays. Look at it like the marbles game. Don't say that name. I just got everybody to forget about that damn game for a day. Don't mention it. Hey, thank you guys. 59 likes on the stream. That's crazy. Just amount as many people in here right now. We had almost 200 people click today's stream. That's a lot. Thank you guys again. All right. A lead test on Moderna? What you talking about, Willis? Where? Here? I could maybe see that, but that's on an uptrend. Let's see. Where are my other levels? Oh, I guess I don't have any. Spy going to dump Tesla for no pump or dump Tesla for no reason. Ryan said Spy is rejecting current day supplies. Yeah, let me go back to that actually real quick. They were rejecting it, and I know I'm reading your message late. See if they continue to or not. Because, yeah, I mean, it's just been lower highs ever since I got up here. But if they break that trend here, you could actually see this go up a lot more. We might see 525 if they do make a new high of day, but we'd have to see it because they haven't done it once since that first time. Since that first push, we've not made a new high of day yet. Yep, good call, good call. Have some appointments to go to, so we'll see you all later. Wishing you bank. You too, Mel. Thank you, man. Be safe. Could turn it into demand. Yep. I like that idea, too. And that's just a good scenario to think about. It's not even about, like, is this right or wrong? Like, no, it's just a scenario that's possible. We'll see if it happens. But good job. That's how we need to be thinking. You need to preemptively be thinking about these things. Just like you did. We're not here to be like, and it's going to annoy people the way we talk, but it doesn't matter because they don't understand the system. You're going to be saying you could see this, could see this, could see this, and it's really just setting yourself up for when it does happen. Therefore, when it does, you pounce on it. And if it's a scenario you're not really a fan of, then you just watch. I like the possibility with lower highs and being above open with the gap up. Oh, my bad. I'd like the possibility with higher lows and being above it. I was like, wait a minute. I got what you meant. Bring blood. Yeah, I figured you meant it like that, Alexis. Honestly, that was my bad. I think I was like, wait, I see why you meant that. I sometimes I do that too. I'll be like, this is a lead test, but I'm meaning buy the dip, or saying buy the dip when I mean lead test, because they're the same exact thing. It's just different directions. Nah, you're just really in tune. It's all good. For a possible continuation. I like that. Yeah. That's what I was seeing. Well, at least for now. We'll see. Good job, though. I like that bigger time frame, too. The bigger time frame starting to set up a lot more, the daily at least. Somebody tell Kevo, Mel, Leland, and Mike to buy some calls so we can get this going. Thanks. Somebody call the big hitters. It's funny too because the 15-minute just telling us this is doing nothing, but it's holding, which is bullish, essentially more bullish than not, and it is holding a lot of its gains still, which is kind of impressive. Because if you go from like the high to the high, we're not even actually at anything. We haven't even really dipped today. Like these look good on the 1 minute, but that's about it. Tesla's holding up pretty good too after the good reject, retest down. All they need to do is break 173.90s and that could get a good flush down to 173. We'll see though. If they end up holding that, I could see this still retesting the 176s. Started to miss the great Daffy, but I know he's a busy dad. I miss Daffy too. I like Daffy. Him and D-Touch, man, they're like him, D-Touch, Daffy, man. Those are like, that's like the glue. Those are the three components that make glue in our chat. Are Leland, D-Touch, and Daffy. If I'm ever not here, those are the people. Those are the guys to be with. Those guys are cool. They're very helpful. They're not really. They're very selfless too, which is probably my favorite thing about all of them. It's not really about like themselves. It's always about like just everything as a whole. Very aware individuals too, like socially aware. Bulls might start stepping up now. They have a lot better chance than Bears here. With what we've seen today, I mean, they're holding gains. There's no reason for this not to move higher today until we see something else. I need to see a better rejection of 523.80s or a break of 523 just in general. Ryan said, need strong volume above the pre-market high. I agree with that. I agree. Honestly, any kind of volume would be nice now. To either side. Just give us something. Oh my god, it's actually gonna go hit that level. Oh, that blows my mind. Actually, it doesn't. I expected it. This is Costco we're talking about here. The glizzy is the true staple of our economy. See you later, Prop. Thanks for being in here, man. Be safe. You should, Ryan. It's a very good movie. I have a friend who's seen it 3 times now. I've only seen it once. Bulls could just hold us here today. Push to new highs tomorrow. Doji sandwich. 100% Garden Trader. Yes. See, that's a really good preemptive example. I like that. Could just do literally nothing and then do it all tomorrow when we're all thinking we're going to come down. A whole sentiment change kind of move. I like that. But it's not changing anything. It just keeps going up. But yeah, Dune 2 is pretty good, Ryan. I would definitely see it. Bet I will. First one was a little slow. Yeah, it has a lot of build up, I won't lie. The second one is a lot faster paced though. You'll be like, wait, what's going on? It's definitely nice. SPY hourly on the regular trading hours and SPX have 25 minutes to go, but right now sitting on double inside candles. Good update, Terry, and thanks for the awareness on how you broke down how it works again with the hourly. Thank you for that. I actually appreciate that update. Damn, Microsoft coming back with a vengeance. Nvidia back with a vengeance. AMD seems to be trying. Or wait, that's Amazon. AMD's trying to come back with a vengeance. Deuce, your bio is just straight up route runner. That's actually kind of cool. That's a good bio. Wow, guys, what a crazy day. There is one good thing to take away from this week, And it's that Tesla might finally have an inside bar. Last one that happened, though, didn't turn out so well. We had one right here. Rejected, held as support, closed higher. Bit of a reset candle, very heavy. Held 189.20. Didn't really get much movement from that. Single black crow, which is a very strong pattern on its own. Continuation, and then we have an inside candle. So is this a retest or is this a dip buy? We shall see next week. Definitely not out of the woodworks on that one though. Monthly, kind of sitting where they bounced once before, or we've retested. So this is a pretty important area, and they've had one really nice trap here before. Mike said 523, 524, just churning around the open with the higher low. I like what Garden Trader said earlier. She was saying if today does end up like this, and we get like a higher open or just any kind of hold and then a push over today's highs, that tomorrow could be the big green day or whatever direction. It doesn't have to just be for green. It could also be for downside. So who knows? And PayPal's on fire. Boeing. Still there, just chilling. Like yawning because of staring at the chart. Damn, dude, mRNA does look really good. It's even holding over like that. Wait, that's crazy. mRNA looks really good, Alexis, if you're still in here. They weren't looking as hot beforehand. And that's where I had shorted it, was from here to this dip here. But that dip was like a 20-minute dip. And then that day was where it actually dipped, and even that got bought back up, and then they gapped it up today. So it's a bullish kicker hammer. A hammer kicker. I don't even know what you would call that. A cammer. A bullish cammer. They want to retest 107s. I was just about to say it. LOL beat me too. I can't get that chart out of my head, not gonna lie, because I traded it to the downside, and in my head I was like, that was so dirty. I was like, I should not have taken that trade. It just happened to work out. But no, it is honestly looking pretty good for upside. Sucks it didn't make any kind of reaction here though. Like, I think that's what stops people like me from trading this, is of the fib here, no reaction to this area at all. Like, yeah, they held it here, but you're not going to dip by that. You're going to wait and see what it does. What does it do? Dump more. Held a hammer. It's like, all right, now I'll risk it. And then, like, maybe taking that as an overnight swing would have been fine. And maybe if you had longer dated swings and you're still in it, that's fine. But anything overnight was definitely very risky in between. But, yeah, no reaction here at all. If anything, more reaction to seller side. So that is one thing to think about. But it does look really good. Eli Lilly looks pretty decent. Taking a break from Eli Lilly, she broke my heart a few times. I feel you on that one, man. Sometimes they hurt you good. Sometimes they break your heart. Somebody joining with no context is going to think we're talking about relationships. When in reality, we're talking about true love between a trader and stock. Between trader and company. Nah, man, yeah, it hurts. That's good, though, you're taking a break. I like that. Sometimes you never know. You know, you come back and you just destroy that chart. It's like, what's going on? Why did I suck so much at this before? Sometimes just that little step back or that breather helps out a ton. Ooh. Here, I'll show y'all something that somebody in my lifetime just posted. I'm not showing their point of view because y'all don't get all that. But this is a chart they're looking at. And oh my god, I haven't charted this in forever. But I do remember this. Let's add AMAT. Let's add AMAT. Misi says, take a look at AMAT. The move already happened, but looks similar to the meta chart slash setup. That was something we had looked at before. She says, I really liked yesterday's candle. It was eyeing calls, but wanted to see how today played out, and well, got that big gap and go. Now sitting at all-time highs. We'll keep eyes on it for continuation. Ooh, really good post by Viztex too, Ryan. Sorry for not seeing that sooner. Where am I at? AMAT, that's right. I don't really need to go chart anything else. We'll just chart this. So let's do recent high and then the last open. So we have like a short-term supply here. She's right though. If it does get a good hold, that could be a good gap and go. We'll see what kind of information we get from there, but she's definitely right about that. Mark that fit or mark that gap. Might as well mark this as well. Alright, cool. And then let's do our backwards fib so we can see this. Because you definitely should never draw a fib like this unless you're doing it for your extensions. It's like a cheatsy way of doing it that Leland showed us. There and there. And then we can remove that. I don't want to add the last one. Alright, and that's all we need. So now we can also include like our psychological levels. Like it's like, oh, 215, 217.50. I'll probably just do the main ones though. 220 and 230. Then you could be like, look, I have a target area. I have a target area. If it does keep going. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. Sorry for the not as amazing, not as exciting stream today. Well, I mean, I guess we had an exciting stream, but we made the best of it. I know I was quiet here and there, but I mean, we did the best we could. Went over a bunch of stuff. Be on the lookout in the Discord. A lot of people are posting really good posts, updates, information. If you have any questions, feel free to bring it into the Discord. Seriously, like not just me, but like everybody in there loves helping each other out with just some of the basic stuff. You know, if you're like, hey, I see you guys mentioning this or anything like that. It's really helpful. But also, updating your own post. Make sure if you're posting in chat to update your own post. Don't just be like, hey guys, I'm bullish on this. Okay, why? And then later on, as things happen, update it. Because what if it changes? We're not here to be right or wrong every single time. We're here to update things over time. Then we can start to get into the whole, actual trading it aspect, But let's get into some of the basics first. If you are some of our newer, traders in here. But guys, thanks for being here. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for dropping a like on the stream. We hit 60 likes. That's a crazy amount of likes on the stream. I keep saying because I'm brain farting right now, but thank you guys again, seriously. Please have a great rest of your day. Don't just sit here and stare at the charts. Don't go crazy, but if you're going to sit here and find some setups, be sure to post it in chat or at least keep it to yourself and you can at least focus on something. But hope you have a great rest of your day, and yeah, see you guys later on.